I think we've actually come a really long way. When I look at a lot of the artists who are trending now or doing really well musically or artistically, I see really a good mix of men and women. Like, oh, they're just like doing it, you know. So I think that we've made a lot of strides. I think we need to just continue to keep the playing field as even as possible in terms of opportunities that are provided and presented. I don't think it matters your gender when it comes to your opportunity to get out there and create, you know. So for me, I just think also that maybe women have come to the point to where we realize like we are equally talented, even more talented in some areas. No shade to you guys. But like we just walk in that power now. We're like, okay, I have something that I want to say, I have something that I want to share, and I'm gonna look for opportunities to share it. And because now there's greater opportunity to do it on your own through social media. Like you don't need necessarily a label like before. Like you could be an independent artist and just get your music up through YouTube and, you know, on the social media platforms and what's not. So it creates greater opportunities for artists, for women, for female artists and creatives to just get this stuff out. So yeah, we just gotta keep encouraging each other and supporting, I think. So like through my music, I always like that when people in general hear my music, they leave or they move away from it feeling empowered, feeling encouraged, knowing that they have value, that there are treasures on the inside of them that they need to spend time developing and unearthing and, you know, tapping into. And so for women, I like to specifically encourage them to see their value, to walk in it, to understand that they have a lot to offer, and not to allow maybe the circumstances of life to stop them from being who they are inherently called to be. You know what I mean? Because I think we're all created by God to give something beautiful to this world. I don't think there's anyone whose talents and giftings are wasted. It may not be on the same level as like big international superstars, but at the same time, like you might be called to be the change in your community, to be the change in your workplace, to be the change just in your family, and I think that's equally important. So my encouragement is to just figure out what it is what your message is to be, what it is your call to be, and walk in that. And I like to encourage young girls in particular to like dream big, and not just dream, but understand that these dreams are attainable, right? I mean, we just saw Rihanna like headline the Super Bowl. We saw the amazing ad that they did and how they really tapped into like how from small she had big dreams of becoming, I don't even know if she knew she would become what she is today, but at the end of the day she had big dreams to do something big. And like we can take that same inspiration and apply it to our lives. And that's what I was saying, like you don't have to become a Rihanna or be on that level, but whatever you are able to do, it is just as important. So you just gotta dream big and tap into it and walk it out, you know. Growing up, I love listening to artists like Brandy and India Ari, Lauryn Hill. Like these are all female artists that their music really spoke to me. It resonated with me on a really deep level. And so they really inspired me to fall in love with the artistry. Because I don't think that they're just like musicians. Well, how to put it? Yeah, they're creatives. That's how I like to put it. They're not just simply musicians. They don't just simply sing, or they're creatives. And it really touched a chord for me that helped to inspire me to want to express all that I was feeling. And when even like locally, there were like local artists here in Barbados, females that have been role models for me, that have from very young inspired me to, you know, take my music and run with it. So like in the gospel arena, for sure you have, I call her Auntie Paula. She's forever Auntie Paula to me. Growing up under her tutelage, you know, from very, very young, she was one of the first people that really helped to like shape my artistry. And then we have like Maya Daniel, who's like a big sister to me, and Alison Norville. Like these are people that have been really supportive of my journey. And then we even have like Mahalia, you know, who I really admire, and I really appreciate how she's so encouraging and supportive to artists across the board. So like we have local female artists as well who are really good role models that we can look up to and we can admire and we can aspire to be like. You don't have to be them because you got to be you, but for sure they have really great qualities that we can emulate in some way.